We'll be talking about Virgil Abloh and his amazing contributions to fashion, and then how he also managed to infiltrate the fashion world as well. So before then, I do want to touch a little bit about his background information, where he came from, and things like that. So Virgil Abloh was born near Chicago on September 30th, 1980, to Ghanaian immigrant parents. And a little background again, I guess you could say dealing with his parents, was that his mother was a seamstress. So you could say that his mother really helped him and helped decipher his love of fashion. Because as he was growing up and he was younger and in school, his mom would teach him things about, you know, being a seamstress, sewing things together, just a way of thinking, which really helped him in the long run. So Virgil Abloh would graduate high school in 1998, and then from there he would go on to attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where he would graduate in 2002 with a civil engineering degree. During his time in college, he was in talks with music superstar Kanye West, and it is also rumored, and it's a really cool rumor in my opinion, that Abloh would go on to actually skip his college graduation, his master's degree graduation, to meet with Kanye, which is really cool. I don't know where this rumor came from. It is really cool to hear, because they would end up being really close, and as I'll tell you about later, they would go on to be fashion partners. Then after that, Virgil would go on to complete his master's degree in architecture from the Institute of Technology in Illinois. After his time in school, he would go on to become a fashion intern at luxury house Fendi in Rome, Italy, where he would then catch the eye of CEO of Louis Vuitton, Michael Burke. And Michael Burke is quoted as saying that Virgil had this way of thinking and this way of expressing himself, and as well as bringing a vibe that had never been brought to any of a luxury fashion house ever, which is really amazing to me, because there's so many of these fashion houses, or luxury fashion houses should I say, and to be someone that's so polarizing that you catch the eye of all of these people in this world at this time was super amazing. So then after his time at Fendi, being an intern, he would go on to be the creative director of Donda, which was Kanye's creative agency, in 2010. And this is where you could see the Kanye and Abloh ties got really close, because like I said, he would become the creative director of that brand. In 2010 as well, Abloh would go on to branch out a little bit further, and he designed the album cover for Jay-Z's album. And then this album cover would earn Abloh a Grammy nomination, which is amazing, because this was the first time Abloh really stepped out of his comfort zone to do something not really fashion related. Although it was still artistic, it was still out of his comfort zone, and to be the first thing that you do and you receive a Grammy nomination is amazing. So then in 2010, Abloh would go on to launch his first brand, by Pyrex, based in New York. And then right after that, Pyrex would be discontinued, and Abloh would start his new brand, OffWhite, which was his most successful project yet. In 2017, Abloh and OffWhite collaborated with artist Takashi Murakami, and they held an art exhibition. During this art exhibition, Abloh announced that he would be collaborating with the brand Nike to recreate 10 of Nike's original silhouettes. And after that, it grew to be an amazing project. And then in 2018, Virgil was announced as artistic director of Louis Vuitton, a huge major role and position. During all of this time, Abloh was working on his own personal music as well. So then in 2018, he would go on to perform at music festival Lollapalooza, based in Chicago. So then in 2019, Virgil held an art exhibition at the Museum of Contemporary Art in Chicago, where he announced his major collaboration with the house staple brand IKEA, which is another major role. So during all of this time, and it's really we're unsure really of how long this battle was, but In November 2020, Alboh passed away due to his private battle with cardiac anisgochroma and a really, really rare form of cancer. And this was news to the world because no one knew he was battling this disease. No one knew he had cancer. He held all of his work obligations like normal, and only his private circle of friends and family knew about this. So when he just passed away from this, was really shocked to the world. And I just think it's amazing how a fashion designer, I guess you could say, would go on to infiltrate so many different things like house staples, and then as well as collaborating two different fashion houses together was really unheard of at the time. And I think he was really a pioneer of that, and showing how fashion design or fashion companies do not have to always be rivals. They can work together and then just create incredible things. So yeah, that is the story of Virgil Abloh. Thank you so much. Bye bye.